Right. Back in our elevator. Alright, just waiting for confirmation emails. That means you can chill out, surely. Surely. What other weapon was I? I think I was using the big grenade launcher thing, wasn't I? Euthanasia kit. It's a shotgun. I already got a shotgun that does more damage. Oh, slightly better assault rifle. Put that back there. Remind me what I was doing. Now that Phineas knows Minister Clark's been hoarding dimethyl sulfoxide in Byzantium, he just needs you to get to the city to steal it. Phineas has an associate who can help you locate Minister Clark. And then we had, as a science weapon on the Groundbreaker, that quest that I'm never completing. Find and kill Eva Chartrand. Find an acid steeper. I think we should do that one. So we're going to Byzantium by the looks of things. Can I go out this way? No, doesn't look like it. Way down we go.
CNP pancake mix. Down requires no mixing.
Oof. So yesterday did me in. It was a rough day learning a new process and seeing how fucked up it all is, and trying to understand why everything is backwards. This is the one where I was brought on to help because everything is done in one day, is too much for one person, that I'm going to be focused on myself later. They know it's too much for one person, that's why I've been secondary support for it for so long. And they have the nerve yesterday, after having planned someone else to run the after hours off cycles, to ask me if I could take over the off cycles too after you do main payroll. So they're essentially asking you to do the job of one or one and a half, or sorry, two or at least 1.5 people from previous experience on that particular job, which is bullshit, if I'm honest.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity.
Oh, Ada, we get it. You're an edgelord. I told them no, I hadn't had a break for 8 hours, and I already told them I wouldn't be doing it alone. They didn't respond to me, so I don't think they like that. I don't even care. Well, as long as you've told them you were not doing it, and you're only rotated on to do 8 hours, I don't think they can say much about that. Byzantium Freight Port landing. I thought this was Byzantium, the big thing in the middle.
We are now in
Apparently
orbit
not.
above Byzantium, Captain.
I need a word.
I finished at 10:30, bed by 11, woke up at 2 with a migraine. Oh no. I was up till 5. That's because they're not giving you enough time between shifts. So literally what you're doing is illegal in the UK. You have to have a minimum of 11 hours between shifts. Why does everything feel too close to me?
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Okay. You want to let me through? Hello? Madam?
Someone needs to teach those iconoclasts a lesson for what they did to our gunship.
I log in this morning for my other payroll and find that no one did the garnishments for the other client that I will no longer be working on very soon. They know I can't do daily tasks for client A when I'm bombarded with things for client B. The second I log in, someone else was supposed to take over and didn't. Sounds like somebody not pulling their weight. Who was supposed to do that? So I'm all in all just kind of pissed off because everything that's supposed to be happening to support me and my shift isn't happening, and no one has any interest in fixing it. Any of the other two that operate on client A could have done it. Yeah. It's not a good look when literally nothing is getting done as it should be. My advice would be just to keep a record of things that have been missed in the communications that you've sent. So if it comes down to talking about it with managers and the rest of it, that yeah, it's easy enough for you to explain what happened. Ooh, this is nice.
Why can't something exciting happen around here for once?
Nothing wrong.
2 moons and everything's white.
It means everything.
It's all in the chat history, yeah.
Hey,
Abstract.
Yeah, you. Want to be famous? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
It's one of those bots. Whatever you're selling, I'm not
There's
buying.
those street smarts. Just the right amount of rough around the edges. Next time, we'll have you say that over the rim of a Trippistout. Product placement, baby. Listen, you got an agent? Some kind of representation?
I consider myself freelance.
Fresh, natural talent. I know it when I see it. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Just tell me what you're
I'm
offering.
making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
Ah! Captain! You're gonna be in pictures!
Already got an entourage, huh? Way to get ahead of the game. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime?
Why not?
Terrific. We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
According to local legend, if you walk around the orrery 3 times, your corporate rival will die of a paper cut.
You think I'd get arrested if I climbed up on that to get a look at the earrings?
Nah, probably just shot.
It's like the first big city.
What's gone into Bachmeyer lately?
Can I sell my shit here? Sell junk. Ching. Sell this excess armor as well. Don't use any of these. Done. Well done. Get out of there. Run away. I can peacefully continue my life as a potato. What kind of potato would you like to be? Would you like to be a roasted potato? A baked potato? A selection of chips? A sweet potato? The sweetest potato? Oh, a baked potato for sure. Smoke weed every third Thursday. I don't need these melee weapon things. These melee weapons. Should re-equip some of these. I wish would help me sleep better. Yeah. $178 armor parts, 265 weapon parts. So what happens when you blow up everything? I think that armor's better than mine. Let's have a look. 37 toughening, jet scanner. I have no idea what any of this means. Melee weapon skills, defense skills, backpack carrying capacity. That's what melee weapon skills. I did launch through today. That's small progress. It's always a good thing. That looks funky at least. With my pink helmet. Give you armor. There you go. Your bowler hat. Bavati, what are you using? 2216. I probably should have kept one of the other ones for you. Oh well. Also, you had eggs. I'm impressed that you had breakfast and that you cooked something for breakfast. That is a big win.
Sure, they look fancy, but inside they're just marble and existential emptiness.
It was breakfast. Breakfast is breakfast, as long as it's the first meal of the day. This is Dr. Chartran, so we're supposed to be killing her.
You think the Privy's gold-plated too?
Fucking hell. She made a lot of money. So you say that, but previously I told you you'd yell at me for not eating breakfast. You don't need me yelling at you on a day like today. It's fine. Logs. Our suspicions are confirmed. HRS 1084 was ransacked. Who knows what became of suspension tanks on my team. As usual, my handlers on the board are no help. Until I deliver results they can replicate, package and disperse to the general population, they desire only silence and obedience. I'm a sweet potato too. I'm a very bitter, horrible, mouldy potato. Another relocation. Circumstances are hardly optimal at primary and secondary labs. Political instability pulled Cascadia out from under me. Some combination of cabin fever and paranoia soured HRS 1084. Perhaps my home in Steadfast Byzantium will offer the retreat I need. Though I miss working alongside colleagues, I know that I hardly deserve the ones I so enjoyed, the ones I lost. The work continues in isolation and loneliness, as perhaps it should. The first extraterrestrials. Ever since our species became aware of itself, we imposed our superiority on the worlds we touched. Colonialism worked, for a time. But our oldest trick didn't work in Halcyon, did it? Now we are the ones who must bow to a greater force than ourselves. We are the ones who must adapt. Update. Wine makes me too introspective. Perhaps I'll balance it out with vodka. Lab access. Unseal. Only on the outside. So. There we go. So full of shit, your hair is brown. My hair is, well, say it was brown, it's mostly grey.
That's top of the line equipment. Better than most hospitals, even.
That's far enough. What are you doing here? How did you even get inside?
Lilia Hagen sent me to kill you.
If anyone ever tries to off me, I hope they do it with the same professional courtesy.
Hagen? I've never heard of her. Is she from the board? Damn it. I knew this would happen.
Why would the board want you
To
dead?
keep me quiet. But if you didn't know that, I'm guessing they didn't send you. I always assumed they would put a bullet in my head one of these days. I don't know anyone named Hagen.
Cut the distractions. I know all about your alien conspiracy.
My what conspiracy? Let's talk about this. Please. I think there's been a crucial misunderstanding.
I'm listening.
If you came looking for some elaborate scheme, it isn't here. All I'm doing is trying to keep Halcyon alive.
What are you doing, Doctor? This information is beyond classified.
You can write me up in your report. It hardly matters. I'm researching a new way to feed the colony. The crops we transplanted from Earth don't give us the nutrients we need. Our colonists might not realize it yet, but they're starving.
Wait, you're telling me this was about vegetables?
Our produce might get us through the day, but we're getting weaker as a species. And sicker.
Is that why everyone in Edgewater was so sick? Not a plague, but vegetables?
The lack of usable nutrients is compromising our immune systems. Under these conditions, even the common cold could seem like a plague. The food we grow here barely sustains human life.
Vegetables, but
The
eat more
colony won't
Mackies.
last under these conditions.
That's it.
So, the board let me approach
Potatoes
the
are vegetable,
problem
right?
from a different angle. I believed that I could adapt humans to live on Halcyon's terms. That I could change us. Give us the ability to derive sustenance from the nutrients the food does have.
But adaptation didn't save your research team.
Not for lack of trying. I wanted to save them all, but I wasn't strong
Potato
enough.
doesn't count. Sweet potato does. But I think you know this. I do know this. They're both just good forms of carbs. You've been through a lot of valuable scientists to arrive at zero solutions.
I wouldn't allow us to experiment on convicts or the unemployed. It's wrong, no matter what the law says. Everyone agreed. We accepted the risks. I'm desperate. I've already asked all the best institutes on Earth for help. Years ago, we sent a message out on the Cornelius Vanderbilt, but heard nothing back.
Cornelius Vanderbilt?
One of the two Earth Directorate assault cruisers, assigned to patrol the Halcyon system. It's been missing for over 2 years now. They never re-established contact after the skip to Earth. Of course, the board is keeping that under wraps.
Imagine losing something with that many guns on it.
How'd you lose half a pair of ships like it were a sock?
The board is uneasy about letting the colony know, seeing as half of their military force vanished without a trace.
The board's authority is vulnerable. That's a crisis waiting to unfold.
Exactly. If colonists know we can't feed them or protect them, they'll begin to wonder why they need us at all.
The board wants to adapt the entire population of Halcyon?
Once we can replicate a success, the board will move to rewire our nucleon. With any luck, our next generation will be eating and thriving off halcyon crops.
Knowing what the board considers a success, that doesn't give me a lot of hope.
You really think the board got our best interests at heart? I mean, they say, but I'm just not sure.
We haven't made enough strides to advance the plan. Hardly any at all. But we have to keep trying.
Okay, where do we go from here?
You came to kill me. I assume that's still on the table. Please don't. If I die, there's no one who can reproduce our work. Every sacrifice will have been for nothing. And we'll be no closer to a solution that feeds the colony.
You know Phineas Wells? If you work with him, I'll spare you.
The one on the wanted posters? They say he's an anarchist. A madman, a butcher. I'll do it.
Doctor!
What choice do I have, Commander?
That didn't take much convincing.
If working with Wells is the only way I can save the colony, then I will damn well do it. I need to get out of here. Phineas can contact me when he's ready to work together. For now, I'd better pack up the lab and head somewhere discreet.
Not so fast. Captain, what you just learned is beyond your clearance. Hell, it's beyond mine.
Are you gonna attack
Give
me?
one reason why I should let you walk out of here alive.
It's less work than hauling my corpse out of here?
Wrong answer.
Oh dear.
mistake. Can we talk? Since we're in Byzantium, there's something I've been meaning
You went
to
there.
do.
You went there to kill her and didn't, and now they want to kill you. Typical bots. Yeah, I know, right? What's that?
I haven't actually talked to my folks in a while. Shocking, right? Anyway, it's probably about time I paid them a visit. Given the dangerous life I lead, they've got to be worried sick.
Of course, just let me know how I can help.
Whoa, let's calm down. I'm not asking for a favor or anything. I'm only bringing it up because we're already here. See, I'm originally from Byzantium, born and raised. I know that probably comes as a big surprise.
Really? Never would have guessed.
This is why I have to see them. They'll hardly recognize me.
I don't see why you can't go see them when it's convenient.
Oh, well, I was thinking you'd
We didn't
come
ask
too.
for a backstory, just go see the old people and come back to work soon, that's it. Why would you want me to meet your parents?
Because it would be fun.
What's this really about?
It's, well, they know me as Marilyn the surgeon. They don't
Marilyn.
know Ellie the pirate Sawbones. But you're authentic rabble. True riffraff. When they see you, they'll get it.
Scum of the earth, that's it. Ellie, I'm flattered, thank you.
Just don't let it go to your head.
Okay, we'll go.
Great. And when we get there, draw out your rough edges a bit. If you've got an outfit you haven't washed in a while, maybe one with some blood stains, wear that one.
Sure, I often wear clothes with bloodstains on them for
You're
the
the
funds.
boss. Anything else? Okay.
Oh, I didn't want
See you
to send her
around.
back. Yes. I've got to go get her again. Just leave her on the ship. Okay. Let's get out of here. Where'd all the dead people go? Let's loot them at least. Bonk. Elite troop armor. Our elite is elite. Standard. Oh, hello. All the defensy bits. Nice bum, sir. Is that? Or did you mean the one that was like slumped over? Oh, I'll go back to Lillehagen. It's not the only reason I'm here. Let's go get Ellie again. Doo, 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 doo.
Here they come!
Oh. What the fuck? The whole of Byzantium's after me now? This isn't what I signed up for. I definitely didn't sign up for this. Whilst getting one less person in the party there. Okay. I'm taking all your heavy ammo. I need another tactical shotgun. Okay. I don't think this is how this was supposed to go down. Slap your whole family.
Spacer's Choice Tartar Sauce. A tangy sauce made with real atmosphere contaminants and tartar. Great on fish sticks. Anti-Cleo's ketchup. Organic, vegan, handmade, gluten-free, dairy-free,
Down there.
milk-free.
Hi guys. Rather cheery level up music for just mowing down guards.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics cannot stop.
Run away! Oh, it was back that way.
CNP near Maple Syrup.
through one of the buildings. That's why I love Nestle Crunch. Oh, it's there. Hidden away from me. Wish there was an item that was just like called people back to you. That would be super useful.
Look out!
Bye. Right. Let's go pick up Ellie. And head back.
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain.
There we go. Ellie, Pavati, go. Okay. Companion quest. Let's repair all my shit while I'm here. You can't go through there anyway. Back we go. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum.
Anti-Cleo's pipe plant. All of the benefits of smoking a real pipe, none of the messy cleanup.
The dissidents actually.
I'm on my legally allotted break. Really, I'm supposed to be here.
Okay. Sounds
I'll
super
sue every
sus.
technician and
Doopy doopy doo.
There's my parents' place. Smell that? Industrial grade cleaning solvent and desperation.
I'm sure they'll be really impressed with your new hat. Okay.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lionel Witherspoon.
We certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we?
Sass.
Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble.
Let's play the part. Fancy place. I'll probably be taking a few things with me.
There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right?
Theft, vandalism, profanity, you name it, we've done it at least twice.
Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
I don't feel like that. She's come a long way to see you.
I mean, we had other business in Byzantium, so it's not like we went out of our way. But you can't just kick us out. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
Why does this sound like Teenage Rebellion? Keep going, Ellie. I like where this is
Just
headed.
a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
Don't sound so disappointed about it.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling.
Why do I get the feeling you are about to apologize for something?
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
Talk about making lemon slap out of lemons.
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be sure to notice.
Why did you do that?
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we?
I'll have you know, Ellie's a professional miscreant.
Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story. People were talking about it for weeks.
Ellie, are you done with this?
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, we're trying to avoid further embarrassment.
I'm afraid it would cause quite a stir if the neighbors saw you two stomping about.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
I don't know about you, Ellie, but I'm ready to cause a scene.
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
I don't know, I'm with the parents. But they're so posh and irritating. Wow. She didn't want to talk to them again, and they gave her what she wanted. Yeah, I suppose you're right. They only became posh. It's on her. I get the feeling she was partially irritating beforehand.
Let's talk outside.
How do I get out of this? Fuck? I should turn myself around.
I've done plenty of smuggling runs, but this thing with the chemicals is bold.
Completely different topic.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage.
How did you think that would go?
I thought they'd be scandalized. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then we'd walk in. Mother would drop her mock apple cider, and the glass would shatter all over their overpriced marble. Father would tear off his
Reality
glasses
is
and
often
blink open-mouthed.
disappointing. This is a very specific fantasy.
I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either, the leather's fake but the scars are real, or, oops, did I just track awesome onto your lap?
Oh, cringe.
Father would throw his hands up, because this would be just like me, to come back and make a big scene. Then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." Her eyes would be red and she'd have her fist in front of her mouth to stifle a sob.
You're really hurt, aren't you?
I'm not hurt. I'm outraged. Affronted, even. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like that. It's embarrassing, you know. And I've got a reputation to maintain.
Trust me, this is for the
I'd love
best.
to know how you describe getting kneecapped.
What happens with your parents in the past now? Move on.
I know. This whole experience is stuck in my head like a bad jingle. Just need something worse to get it out.
You can learn something from this. It's up to you to determine what that is.
There, that's what I was talking about. Really, though? Can't I just have a drink and punch some poor defenseless pillow instead?
What did pillow ever do to
Anyway,
you?
I don't want to sift through this lousy experience for meaningful life lessons. I'm mad, and I want to do something about it. Something like... Wait a second. What if I could get that money?
I don't follow.
The payouts are already scheduled. What if I could get the money routed to an account of my own?
It's not really your money any more than it's theirs.
Let's look at this as an advance on my dying eventually. Besides, if anyone deserves to profit off my death, it's me. I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary. All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
There better be a cut in it for me.
Captain, I don't like to leave a debt unpaid. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. They have an office in Byzantium. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up a dummy beneficiary account. If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Let's go. Okay. Find the insurance agency office. Bum, 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 bum.
All right, how does this sound?
My dear fellow, you...
Spacer's Choice 2-hour
That episode from a few
Watch
weeks
out for
ago.
hour 3.
Yay! Sounds productive. So letter in the mailbox is addressed to Greater House Insurance Group Satellite Office in Fallbrook on the planet Monarch.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
And I have another thing here. Main quest. Clean clothes out of the basket. So, it's welcome to the chair. Right. Let's go and talk to Phineas's contact if I've not already killed them.
Anti-Creo's facial mask.
If I spit.
Why do I have like weird status effects? Anyway. Let's keep going with stuff. So we get our hack and lock pickup. Porks. Yeah, that was just one. Hello.
Do you mind? I'm meeting someone.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, Phineas sent me.
Shh. No names, okay? The Phoenix is a wanted man and the board has eyes everywhere.
The Phoenix?
Yeah. That's my code name for, you know, our mutual friend.
Okay, you have information for me?
You're looking to make contact with Minister... Magpie, right? I should warn you, it won't be easy. He spends most of his time in his estate, which is heavily guarded.
Can you get me in there?
Whoa, I'm not one of your B&E specialists. I just provide intelligence.
Okay, so what can you tell me?
Some of the guards hang around Billingsley's House of Inebriation between shifts.
That place is still open? I used to study there during medical school.
Maybe you could do some reconnaissance there. You know, swipe a key while nobody's looking.
Or I just kill everyone and take the key. Thanks for the tip.
Just remember, you didn't hear it from me.
Looks like I've got work to do. Back up the elevator.
Anti-Creo's energizing ointment. Enjoy 6 cups worth of concentrated caffeine.
This is where the
I only wish they were.
Billingsley's. Do. Don't mind all the dead bodies. Okay. Hi.
Take your best shot.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much as expected. Nobody wants to talk to me because I start killing people.
I don't want to die.
Crap.
It's proper to trigger discipline. Firearm safety is...
Hey, Burning 8 book on in. Just when you go into bars and pubs in real life. That's it, yeah. Just pull out the sawn-off shotgun, blow away everyone. Job's a good one.
No, please. I don't want no trouble.
This is what happens when you don't wear a mask. Well, I've got the estate key now. Can I not? I can't go down there. I have to walk all the way around to shoot them in the face. And that's it. You just go and kill everyone, guys. It's fine. How's it going? Having a good scrap down here? Ellie, you suck. Get up off the ground. Stop sleeping. Look, there's nobody else. You're just embarrassing yourself now. Really? Okay. Just lazy. Okay. Don't mind me. Just walking through.
What was that?
It's fine. Looks like the life insurance payout's gonna stay with the pets. I felt that whole plot line was precursor to Ellie's gonna die. Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it? You gonna follow me into this room so I can shoot you in the face with the shotgun? Yeah! Good dumb AI. Okay.
How did you get in here?
Exhibit A, my shotgun.
You! You just slaughtered those guards, and for what? To speak with me? What could possibly be so urgent?
I want to know where you got your waistcoat
Oh my
from.
law. Captain, that's the minister.
Did you not hear how I got in here? Yeah.
Oh wow.
So this is one of the guys who runs the colony, huh? Small room for a big shot.
If this is about another Aetherwave clip or radio spot, you may kindly fuck off, as the parlance goes. I'm not doing any more.
Sassy. Cut the crap. I'm here for dimethyl sulfoxide.
Drugs, of course. What else?
I always hear punch me in the face when you're speaking, but it's usually subtext.
Have any drugs? You should try a vending machine or a purveyor of curative goods.
I don't know if our chemicals are here, but this guy is definitely not.
Will that be all, then?
I didn't come all this way to play games, Clark. It's your name on the receipts.
Oh dear, I don't think I can say this any more slowly. Unless... Of course. It's Rockwell again. Who else? And I thought he was only holding me here to keep me out of the way.
You better start making sense real fast.
Chairman Rockwell. He's kept me under house arrest for years. I've long suspected him of transacting business in my name. But this proves it.
You've been all alone in this house? Would you like me to make you tea?
Please, this is important. Whatever it is that brought you here, Rockwell's the one behind it.
Why would he go through all this trouble?
How should I know? I've been under house arrest for years. But there is a way to find out.
Pavarti.
To set things
I
right.
see.
Whatever Rockwell is doing, he'll be doing it from the HHC headquarters. Your best lead is to look for details in his office.
This all feels off, Captain. Like when there's a storm coming, but everything's quiet and still.
Believe me, things have been off around here for a very, very long time. A reckoning is most certainly due.
We really gonna do this? Getting involved is a messy business, and it rarely pays.
This is about more than bits. This is about the survival of the colony. If you don't help, who will? Why, this is starting to sound like an issue of Dissident Hunter.
Dysentery Hunter. You seem a little too excited by all
We're
this.
discussing industrial espionage, legal redress, the possible salvation
Ooh,
of
his
Halcyon.
smug face.
Is this not exhilarating? Also, this is the longest conversation I've had with someone else in quite some time.
How do I get there?
Via the Acropolis district, of course. That's where the most important corporate and government facilities are.
Minister Clark
But
has
only
died of
board
dysentery.
employees are allowed into the district. There's a heavily guarded checkpoint just down the street. There might be a route through the maintenance tunnels, but I'm afraid I don't know specifics. Most people avoid the area for obvious reasons.
Tunnels sound good. I prefer a
Well, you
quiet
won't
approach.
have much human company down there. Plenty of sprats and automechanicals, though. When you reach the HHC building, this access card should get you up to the executive suites, where the chairman's
Thanks.
office and what used to be my office are.
Then I'll be on my way.
Wait! Rockwell has one of the only terminals capable of transmitting to the Earthbound message drone. This is our chance. Please, take this and transmit it from his office. Rockwell hasn't given me any messages from Earth for years. He's desperate to keep me out of contact with the Earth Directorate. But they need to know what's happening here.
Plot twist. Everyone on Earth's dead. Break in, shoot up the guards. Minitha thinks it's nice to talk to someone new. I think the guards were keeping him there as much as protecting him, so... Meh. You can count on me, Minister Clark.
Halcyon is in dire need of someone like you.
They ain't doing either now. No, they are doing a whole lot of nothing. Is there anything else in here? Take that. And your ammo. And your bits. Oh, toilet. A whole lot of bleeding on nice floors. That's it. It's marble, it'll wipe off. It's fine. Come on. Okay. I love how, like, everyone's dead, been shot up, and these mechanical gardeners are like, doop-be-doop-be-doo, don't care. Oh, hi. You'll never beat me with my corner technique. As long as you don't fuck up the garden, they aren't too bothered. That's it. You tread on one of their roses, they go apeshit at you. Just over here. With his shears. Doesn't care. I think there was supposed to be another way in that was like through the sewers, but shotgun in the bum seems to have done the trick. Not like the gardener from the raccoon game or the goose game. Oh fucking hell. There's a lot of you in here. Hello there. Corporation Service Board. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank the Academy, my director. Pavati, why are you lying down on the job? I have to use my special ability just to get you up again. Come on, let me get. Why do you look like an angry mob walking towards me? Wave a bit of garlic under the nose, that's it. Slap her with a tea bag, you know. The usual drill. Don't normally teabag your own team. Well. Tap, tap, tap. Ooh. Excuse me while I just take my asthma inhaler. Whoops. Tactical shotgun 2 looks even better than my normal tactical shotgun. Elite troop armor. Excuse me while I change into some fresh duds. That's better than the other shotgun. Assault rifle. Ultra. Yeah, 629 is better. And then armor, what we got? 63 on the elite. Yeah. 53. Look, I look like a clone. Ellie. They're all using the miniguns that have dropped. No, must stick with the hat. You can have some of this elite armor though. Pavati. 22, so that's better. Yeah. You can look like a clone as well. We've got 34. Any more for any more? Looks like the best armor that she's gonna get. I'm quite disappointed, like, all of the armors in this are basically just palette swaps of one another. Like, we've now essentially all got the same model of armor. It's like Fallout all over again. Who'd have thunk it? Okay. Oh, another tossable card. Locked. Copy paste pros, that's it, yeah. Just the old cheeky palette swap. Can't go through that way. Do I not have the key for this? Did the dude sitting at the desk not have the key for this? Secret button somewhere?
Got it. Inside voices.
No? No way on in here? Can't do that. It's 100 lockpicking. Sealed. That's not a door apparently. Did one of you have a key? No. And that's just an elevator to downstairs. Oh, there we go. I like the stained glass. What we got? Construction checklist. Get rid of Minister Clark's stuff. Percival claims the real lever sofa. Tear down the rest of the wall. Check to see if wall is load bearing. Do before number 2. Yeah, sure. That's the way a list works. Install steam bath. Install wet bar. Finish everything before Chairman Rockland returns. Should be number 1.
One person gets all this space just to sign papers all day?
That's cool. Steal all your shit. Don't mind me. Okay. Welcome, Chairman Rockwell. View priority message. Chairman, the rough cut of the presentation is prepped to play. The PR department has a lot of work to do, but we've covered the basics. Halcyon is on the brink of starvation. The board scientists are working on a solution. Workers can look forward to the lifetime employment program for their chance to contribute. You will see the current version when you print your keycard for the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. And yes, before you ask, the dimethyl sulfoxide has been delivered there. It's waiting for you to sign off on the broad strokes, so I wanted to make sure you saw it. So don't worry, I'll make sure it gets properly edited. Let's print the keycard. Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Chairman Rockwell, and I'm here to address a serious issue facing us. As you all know, our colony has been successful beyond our wildest dreams. Unfortunately, we've recently discovered that our food supply will not be able to sustain Halcyon's population in the long term. Everyone will die. Everyone will slowly stop living from malnutrition. But we're doing it together, and that's what matters. I fucking swear, if someone doesn't give me something to read that will placate the masses soon, all of you will find yourselves violently unemployed. But I can assure you there's nothing to fear. We've got a solution. It's called the Lifetime Employment Program. We will freeze most of the colony to preserve resources, while the best and brightest of Byzantium continue living in prosperity. Look, you idiots! How many times do I have to tell you we can't say shit like that? Fire whoever wrote this! While Halcyon's brightest minds solve the problem of our nutritional shortage, the rest of the colony will be placed in suspended animation. Individuals will be revived on a rotating basis, so that every Halcyonite can be part of the important work of saving our colony. By testing paperweights. Sorry, couldn't resist. Let's go again. And someday, in the not-too-distant future when we've solved this crisis, we'll all be back together again working for the good of Halcyon. Until then, the board shall provide for the deserving just as it always has. So, obey your supervisors, take your vitamins, follow your corporate-mandated grooming rituals, and rest assured with the board on your side, there is nothing to worry about.
Everything's fucked.
It's not real. I don't know about you, but I'm all for living fast and dying young.
Okay, let's send Minister Clark's message to Earth. Reading cartridge, packing data, transmit to drone. Please to allow 3 to 9 months. Personnel files. Reschedule my regular Wednesday massage. I have urgent matters to attend to. Plenty of food, real food, stored away from my inner colony trade. The nutritional profile of food produced in Halcyons continue to decline. Soon people are going to start feeling hungry no matter how much they eat. Oh wow. Unfortunately, it's gotten too expensive to continue buying from even the closest colonies, but what we have will sustain Byzantium and a minimal workforce for the foreseeable future. So basically, they've kept everyone in deep freeze because they can't feed them. And the plan is to continually release them. Sleppy James, that's it. Continually release them until eventually they can work on the issue. Eep. The other corporations. Chairman, the head of the other 9 corps up in arms about their shares again. As head of UDL, you can overrule them easily, but I thought you should know they're at it again. Well, fuck. Yeah. Where do we go from here? Retrieve the dimethyl blah 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 blah. Where is it? Somewhere out there. Oh no, the door is locked. Let me just reroute through this massive fucking hole in the wall. I know, right? Oh, it's in the Ministry of Accuracy. Yeah. Not in this building, basically. Hi. just guys just milling around. Just carry on signing that form, love. Okay. Are you going to start shooting at me, office clerk? No? Okay. Let's get... Am I boring you? No, it's just a long day. Let's get some persuade on. Go on. No more perks. It's got a very 1984 vibe about this with the whole Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Pretty neat trick you got there. What's my neat trick?
Here we go.
Opening your mouth and making your face disappear. I like the scenery in this place at least. Like all of the like the marble floors and stuff. All the gold. UDL identity cartridge. Oh. In the face. Closed casket. It's an empty room. Ah, a mostly empty room. Try run through a window. It doesn't normally work. Oh look, it's my clones. Hi guys.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157? That backfield spectacular.
I'm being very sneaky right now. Don't mind me, I'm just doing sneaky things. Oh. Fancy missing someone from that far away. So did the scientists still pull weapons on you? Don't make me saunter in here. Do 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 do. Da 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 da. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Squirrel. Pavati, are you doing advanced yoga? Is that what this is? How do we get up here? Okay. Stairs look like a good option. Do you like squirrels? I don't mind squirrels. I like squirrels. These people are they in suspended animation? Is this eugenics or whatever it is? Optional hibernation lab keycard. Can I not just... I could probably jump and survive that fall. Okay. You insist. Squirrel. Is that why you just keep making me repeat the word squirrel?
Developing new Tyleritos flavors may be glamorous, but our work is vital to the colony.
Say like squirrel. There's a workbench. Where is this key card though? I'm just supposed to go a different way through there. Hi guys. This is where I came
What do you think you're doing?
Whatever I want.
Oh, I guess, never mind.
Carry on then. That's it. 0 fucks given. New lab notes. Tests are ongoing. We had a little success in adjusting the hibernation process. Short of a major breakthrough, we'll have to hope they have more success next door with the revivifying formula. Ooh, need to sneeze. No, no, you. It's going. It just nods. There we go. Okay, so I can get through to here. I can't get down there. There's like a door in front of me. Am I just just missing a door, pretty much. Just ignore the other door on the other side of the room. You absolute dipstick. They got the drop on us. Who did? There's no one in here. They're all dead. Okay. Warning. Do not stare directly at contents. Okay. Cannot use one in combat. Who am I in combat with? You hold it in, you'll sneeze more violently and more likely to fart, potentially a high-powered shot. How much coffee have you had? Science. That sounds like the voice of experience. Don't know what you're trying to say. Have you once sneezed and pooped yourself at the same time? Is that what's happening? What am I in combat with? Like, there's... Oh, there we go. I wasn't in combat. I have not. Good. It's a life experience I don't think anyone should have. Okay, welcome to Human Experimentation Station of the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Human testing is a required step of any new product or process in order to ensure accuracy. Please be sure to document the result of all tests thoroughly to save the expense of additional trials. New lab notes. The addition of dimethyl sulfoxide to the current round of tests has resulted in some improvements, subjects showing improved circulation and increased neural activity. However, our formula is still missing something. We're still unable to fully revive subjects from long-term hibernation, and removing the supply of dimethyl sulfoxide results in their rather excruciating death. The problem is compounded when we consider reviving and freezing multiple subjects multiple times over their life. To make matters worse, we've had a hard time securing additional dimethyl sulfoxide. We may have to make do with this batch. I know something else that no one should ever experience, but you know, we don't want to go there. Where? Let's get this canister. Warning, this procedure may result in the invalidation of experiment results and death of human test subjects. Further information, sudden withdrawal from it is highly lethal and will result in the cancellation of any progress experimentation. Experimental integrity and test subject vitality can be maintained by leaving a concentration circulation. Oh, this is a trolley problem. Do I just outright kill all the people that are here? They're being experimented on anyway. They're probably not going to survive. Big death time.
Sad.
We'd like to remind employees they're in no way responsible for the highly unfortunate but realistic probable case of loss of life in its facilities. Something about being hunched over a toilet, vomiting, and not knowing you're also going to have violent diarrhea. Oh, it's never about food poisoning on that scale. And as a man that's had gastroenteritis or gastric flu, I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. Okay, I've got the drugs. Sorry guys, you're all dying now. My bad.
What do you think you're doing?
Nothing at all.
Just be careful next time.
My lying is just... I remember that night, made the same mistake twice, and then when I was standing and I opened the bathroom door and my mother was patiently waiting with a mop and bucket. Oh, bless her. Oof, that's rough. I don't need to go in here. Where's the way out? Mum's a saint, yeah. Mums are good like that.
Hey! Stop!
Yes?
What do you think you're doing?
I was just leaving.
Sorry for the misunderstanding.
Where's the fucking exit to this place? I need to go up rather than down. Well, that says exit. No. We've been through this. Don't need to go that way. Don't mind me.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, I think I've run out of options.
I'm not negotiating with lawbreakers.
Oh, see you later. This is taking me down again.
Now just calm down.
Ah!
Don't hurt me. Calm down.
Basement 2. Exit. I've only used Facebook, somehow I get friend suggestions of people I've never heard of. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. Like, I'll add one mutual friend and it will immediately suggest me 1,000,001 people, but I don't know who they are. Not gonna lie, I completely accidentally found the way out there. There was no way that that was me finding my way out. Okay, we got the drugs. We've done the big secret reveal. The world is fucked. Because none of their drugs are working. Or none of their food is nutritional anymore. So they're basically eating cardboard. And they're all going to die because of it. Happy thoughts. Oh, it's good to see you guys are back. Yeah, how's it going? Don't mind me, just coming through. Ignore all the corpses on the floor. Yeah, that's it.
Spacer's Choice Adrenal.
The dissidents actually took over. Why can't something?
Why can't something exciting happen around here? Go that way a bit. Okay, off to see Phineas.
Where are we headed today, Captain? The stars are the limit.
Yes, they are.
We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. I believe your choice to spare Chartrand would be considered the honorable path, yes? Sublight's money is inconsequential in the face of ethics.
Yeah, she was only trying to help. Is this where you reveal yourself to be the bad guy, Phineas?
I've kept myself busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists.
You might not want to do that.
All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me.
Forget about the chemicals for a second. The colony's on the verge of collapse.
What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation.
Gets worse. The chairman's planning on freezing every worker in Halcyon.
Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse? And the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes 2 things we don't have. Time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved.
Found your chemicals in the ministry. The board were testing them on human subjects.
Human test subjects? Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board.
I put them out of their misery. Here's your canister of chemicals, by the way.
Thank you. You've brought me enough chemicals to get started, at least. I'm just sorry they came at the cost of human lives. Those poor people, they must have died in agony. What exactly was the board trying to accomplish?
The board's trying to mitigate damage to human tissue during the revival process.
You say the board's trying to freeze their subjects over and over again without inflicting permanent damage? Well, they're nowhere close to solving that problem. I'll tell you this much. The board scientists are hopelessly lost. After years of fruitless experimentation, they've made exactly 0 progress.
Focus, Phineas. Halcyon's going to collapse unless we do something.
We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers.
We need to think about this. There has to be something we can do.
Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head.
I'm not saying it's off the table.
Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going
Then
to
we
dispose
purge
of
the
them
board
all,
and put them there instead.
transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope.
There's a way. It's not exactly safe, but we could skip the Hope into the system.
Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab.
The Hope's probably damaged. We'll have to route power from the Unreliable.
Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
I've got a healthy disregard for personal safety, but this sounds crazy, even to me.
Your instincts are correct. By any reasonable definition of sanity, this plan is crazy. Isn't it wonderful? You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately.
I'll do it.
I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers. Scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it.
His hair tells me he's a genius. He's got the mad grey hair, like Rick Sanchez vibe going on, hasn't he? I'll be back. Okay.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
I suppose. Okay, off we go to the Hope.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive.
That's all for now.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering.
It'll be fine. Actually, no resident power source. Okay, so we've got power.
Let's hope we don't have to run in a hurry.
Incoming!
Oh. I'm sorry, Quincy Duncan. Well, got the access to the bridge.
Nothing there.
This guy's failed. Was it when I pulled my shotgun out and blew his chest into bits? I'm so to say, liking it. Get up, ladies. Stop being silly on the floor. There's additional pods. The sprat. What's a little sprat? I can't go that way, apparently. Hi. Are they just... They're not both wearing that uniform. It's just bugged out and changed their appearance. Okay. Stealth mission, that's it. It's a one-trip thing. For around a torch, I've got bridge duty. Okay. Nothing exciting. UDL identity cartridge. I'll get through there. That's where I need to go as well. No. I need to be on floor 1. I think I need to go where the broken thing was. So yeah, this is where everyone else was defrosted. That's where he started the game. Status. Current pod count 9999.
Can't think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Logs. Pod removal. Occupant Trash Panda James. Hundreds of thousands of colonists left to drift out here forever just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
Can't think of much worse than drooling on your pillow in front of a bunch of strangers.
Okay. Hope comms. Route comms through the unreliable.
I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found.
Sad.
Let's get them skill points. Let's get you doing more damage. Just got smacked with the big sleepy stick. Oh dear. More time dilation. Can I go this way? Yes. Rabbit sprat. Ah! Big old albino rat.
I find myself glad to have no olfactory system.
Oh shit.
That does it. I'm never ever getting in one of those pods.
So they just abandoned a shed load of people in here. Grim. Can't do anything about that, really. Is this the way through? Doesn't look like the way through. Oak Bridge. What the fuck is that? Kill it, but I did indeed kill it. I shot it in the face until it was no longer moving. Corporate Commander.
Time for a drink?
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Comms. Patch Ada through.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do.
I'm ready to skip
Are
the
you
hope.
sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the hope will void the warranty on the skip
Remove
drive.
that sticker.
And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved?
Skip the hope to Terra 2.
Jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2.
Do it.
In case I don't get another chance to say it, it's been interesting, Captain.
Doing it. I mean, affirmative. Skipping the hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA. Does your captain seriously intend to do a micro jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends. Yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Ta-da!
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
I probably should.
I feel like I've been turned inside out. Let's not do that again.
It's because they were all disguised. It's not a bug, I'm being a big dum-dum.
Captain, I am receiving Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
Oh, shit.
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? I'll be here.
Silly Phineas.
We have successfully arrived at Phineas's orbital lab, Captain, and we are still in one piece. Shall I congratulate myself, or would you like to do the honors?
Official arrest receipt. Are you in there, Phineas? Messages. Password required. Ah, shit. I don't see him. Contingency plan activated. Publishing last will and testament. Is he around or I've just missed where he is? What's that password to log in? Just to wake me up. I was a mad scientist. Where would I leave my password? And why would it be password 1? Speaking about corporate pigs, is the password bubbles? That would make sense. Unless he's put the password inside one of the cysty pigs. Sad pigs, bubbly bacon. Cysty pig. Is there any? Is there cysty pig in here? Ah, there we go. And a passcode. If you're seeing this screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this tale will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the ether. If it is Trash Panda James, I prepared an emergency care package located in the hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Open panel. Personnel files. Must delete entries from terminal memory, no telling who might be looking. Hope made it to Halcyon. The board doesn't know what to do with the entire ship. Okay, so he was working on defrosting them, which we knew about. Oh fucking hell. I can hear the screaming, trouble sleeping. So he didn't get lucky with it very quickly. Oh, is this what just happened? The board finally discovered what I've done and sent their headhunters to track me down. The serial murderer. Got my notes on how my equipment now in this lab. It's time I return to work. What we got? Targus nav key. Finn's Force. What is Finn's Force? Ah, hey Kaneki. Welcome on in. Unlock the 4th drug mixing slot for the inhaler. Good, my dude. I've had a very long and productive day. And yeah, just been unwinding playing some Outer Worlds. Perks. How about your good self? How was your day today? So, I'm alright in thinking that this add consumable, movement speed, what ones have I got tons of that I'm not even using? Weapon spray, spread, base health. I just made a coffee and got to my very messy, unorganised desk ready to have a highly productive day. At least you have coffee, that's the main thing. Maybe after I have coffee and clean the desk.
Please, would you kindly inform the crew that long chats with Ada are not
What is it you do for work, Kaneki?
Captain leaves the ship? Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay.
Rockwell's never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
Mr. Phineas is just about the only person with power trying to do any kind of good in Halcyon. We gotta bust him out.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Runs a few different OnlyFans pages. We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we have any hope of saving the
I
colony.
am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs.
Oh, this is the part of the game where it's save any side missions before. This is the last mission.
Or permanently.
We're doing it. Everyone, strap in.
If we don't make it, At least
I
it'll
have
be
my
a
own
great
company,
story.
nothing too big, just a
Got my
small
trusty
software and
tossball
consulting
stick,
services
got my
company.
ass-kicking
I make
boots.
estimating software
I'm
for
ready,
cabinet
boss.
making and joinery
You can
companies,
count on us,
but
Captain.
also do freelance
We're crew.
estimating custom
For real
developments.
crew.
Dude, that sounds
means we've
fucking
got each other's
awesome.
backs.
Like,
Right.
I've always wanted to
Ready
get
for your
into like
command,
woodworking
Captain.
and stuff like that, and to do software that revolves around like the design and creation of that. That's pretty awesome. You get to flex some creative muscles and do some tech shit. Okay. It's hard, but it's finally getting off the ground. Yeah, I imagine if it's something you started doing recently, any new business is yeah, it's tough to get up and running. So kudos on that. He's a smart guy. He's much smarter than me. Okay, off to Tartarus. Let's do this. Save my game. Fly to the big red planet. Just too stupid to know when to quit.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution.
Well, being stubborn is a good
Please
trait
be
sometimes.
advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Well then. Well, of all the places to get arrested.
UDL does appreciate the courtesy you've done us by delivering yourself here. As a show of our deepest gratitude, we will make your execution quite swift.
The poise, the presence, the trashiest new panda.
Hey Kaneki, thank you very much for subscribing. If you're gonna kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the
Yeah,
sentencing
enjoy
of
the
another,
amounts.
technically speaking. Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance? Take care. I require a functioning captain.
Time to go
run
shoot some
ship.
people.
Captain did right by us. Now it's ours. The port will never open downrange. Not while I'm leaving. Push on, Mardet.
Mardets.
They won't try that again.
Fuck are the Mardets? That's the restricted area. You can't go here.
bars when it's got a storm like that guarding the gates.
Getting in's one
Nyla
thing.
is peeking
Let's
at
hope we're
you.
able to get out again.
Don't give in to the stormtrooper-like ideology these guys are trying to build. I wish they had stormtrooper aim.
Let's look around. There's gotta be a few ways through here.
Hi.
Make him regret it.
Something's not right. I'm gonna go have a look.
Better weapon. Shotguns were doing all the work. Don't make the same jokes as you. Okay, I'll refrain from making the same jokes as you a fraction before you get to type them.
Processing investment.
Oh, hello. I nearly died. I did die. It's like the second time in this entire game. Continue. This game kind of reminds me, it makes me want to play Ratchet and Clank. That grenade reminded me of the bomb glove. I can't say I've ever played Ratchet and Clank. Okay. Thank you, give a girl a chance at least.
The captain's is right by us.
Oh yeah, the energy like grenade thing, grenade launcher. Oh, I know who it is. It's the engineer of the groundbreaker that's helping me. Energy balls before you say anything. That's it.
That's it. Time for a drink?
More heavy ammo would be nice. Son. Bum 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 bum. Okay, let's be a little less silly about this time.
Seeing the inside of this place.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
I like her hat. Yeah, I've kept her hat throughout the entire playthrough after getting it out of the first place. It's got shit armor, but it just looks ridiculous.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Here we go.
Come on, Pavati, up we go. That gun's crap. Let's use it. There we go. Standing behind me, shoot me up the arse. Because everyone looks the same. I keep thinking these people are fucking Pavati and Ellie, but they're not. It's the corporate life for you. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Anyone else down here? More people over that way? Somewhere? Bunch of people standing behind me. You're literally just like, hi. See? You can sneak up on me like that. Even with the dapper hat.
Battle scars.
Platform coming down. Yeet myself onto it. Just teleport onto it. More restricted access. Can I buy ammunition? Yeah. Have these all got ammunition in them? Yeah. All the heavy ammo. All this limb strewn about the floor. Wait for the giant hungry albino rats. Ugh. They were not nice. That's why I love Nestle Crunch. It's this represents the only things I bought in the game. Let's just repair all my gear as well. Sell any junk. Transition to the pit. Ruh-roh. Can you just check those boots if they're a size 12 men's? I'll take them before the rats do. And you'll look like everyone else in the game, Kaneki. Don't mind me. No, nobody here. It's fine.
Incoming! Nice one! Nice one!
Pistol. Oh, am I being fucking gumbered? What a dumb. You want to understand the Emily? Emily? Emily, you must become the Emily from the feet up. Is it because I'm carrying shed loads of ammo? It might be. Oh shit. Better armor I'm not using. In combat, okay. Very Mr. Miyagi, that's it. Ah, I'm still overburdened. Shoot more things. It'll be fine. Safety on, safety off, Daniel Sam.
Get in there, troops! For Monarch! For Halcyon!
Ah, it's the Iconoclasts come to help me. So guys, go and die for me. God damn it, Pavati, get up. Damage over time, shit. Should probably loot some of these corpses for heavy ammo if I've got it. Just out of it. Is Crypto your doggo, Kaneki? And if so, what type of doggo is he? Or she? Oh, the van noise. That was the other one I saved. They're all coming through for me. Probably gonna use my shotgun on these. Stupid damage over time shit. These are good. They're all good doggos. Oh look, it's me. Trash. As long as he's out drinking water and getting lots of pets. Ouch. Guys, I know I'm a fan of purple, but you don't have to slap me with a purple stick just to make a point. Let me reload in peace. Now you have no knees. Well, these weapons are really irritating. It's because they bypass all armor. Crypto is my floofer doggo. He's a white Swiss shepherd. Ah. If I had a purple stick, you'd be the first person I slap with it. Unseal the door. Ah, it's Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is. I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable. It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se.
You forgot what I have still. I have...
But
green.
That's between us. As far as my adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man.
Or,
it's a miracle.
Yeah, green or purple. No time to lose then. I need to go get him out. Hurts. Okay. I've got sticky shit all over my fingers. I did used to suffer a lot more with them, you're absolutely right. Did this douchebag have any special items on him? White chocolate yummies, pocket watch, Spacer's Corona. Up we go.
They got the drop on us.
Used to, not used to. Or is it I've got used to them? Oh, why are the I've accidentally shot an iconoclast insurgent, and now they're shooting at me. Get out of it. It's a strange word to use in that context. Let's get the girls back up. Excuse you? Why don't I get back up again? I'm expecting they will magically appear in this lift. No. Word? Oh, there you are.
Captain, you have an uncanny talent for complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
It's over, Sophia. Stand down.
I'm afraid I can't do that. To your credit, Captain, you are one of the colony's finest specialists. Your technical abilities are beyond reproach. For all your talents, you are the enemy of Halcyon, and therefore you are my enemy.
So if you're not gonna lie, you're coming across a little bit of a control freak. I'm here for Phineas. Let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held
And a
in
lossel
my
bit of a
custody.
bitch.
His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him. All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Don't test me, Sophia. It's bad for your
I'm
health.
aware of your propensity for violence. Halcyon is a bloodier place because of you. I wish
Give
you
her the
could
white
cooperate with
chocolate.
me. You're the finest marksman in Halcyon.
That's
You could
normally
be
how I
my
get arrested.
gun.
I'm rescuing Phineas, and I'm gonna go through
I
you
had a
if I have to.
feeling you'd say that. This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden.
Ah, boss.
Programmed to eliminate you on site and rinse your remains down a drain. And don't worry, I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically or something.
Cool. Where's the boss? It's that. It's called Ram. Spacer's Choice long gun uses energy ammo. Yes, please. Inventory. Because this ignores armor. I'm assuming this is going to be useful for me. Hello. Oh, hello. See you there. Must be a range on that ability. heavy ammo. Okay. Oh, fuck me. Are they just like vaporized? Did I miss that? Get out of the way. There we go. Fuck you. Lord Vaporized, that's it. Hibernation chamber key. And they've all got energy cells. Cool. I'm gonna need those.
Why won't you just die?
Is that it? She made quite a lot of noise for a patch of dust. Free Phineas. Does that free Phineas? It looks more like get shit on.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man. You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you kidding? Board never stood a chance against me.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Like an unruly teenager. We've been cut off. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We better get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, And I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Like, I'm just a bloodthirsty psychopath that just knows how to kill lots of people. But sure, like, yeah. Somebody has to run this colony. I'm the only competent person left.
You won't hear a word of disagreement from me. When I revived you, I thought we were going to save this colony all by ourselves. But I was wrong. We can't save Halcyon on our own. We're all going to have to pull together, somehow. We are not a colony anymore. Our last connection to Earth has been severed. I don't know if we'll survive, but we're going to have to try our best.
Well.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a
Is it
generation
genuinely going to give me a slideshow as an ending?
Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out.
Always me in the gimp suit.
The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony
Just never
descending
fart in a gimp
headlong
suit.
into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. As the colony struggled to survive, the inspirational story of the iconoclasts spread like wildfire, and Graham was able to bring many of the smaller Terra 2 townships into the fold. However, his zealous obsession with spreading the word blinded him to the needs of a growing organization, and the movement was unsustainable at scale. The iconoclast way seemed to work best, and ultimately petered out on Monarch. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp
So this would be all the choices that I'd made throughout the game.
Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand
She
revolution
had zero
he dreamed
interaction
of
with
never
Felix
came.
other than
There
saying,
was no
sure, you can
great
come aboard.
awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized
What happened
that
to
the
her life
work of a
insurance payouts?
revolution
I
was
need to
done
know.
with two hands. Though Parvati eventually grew
Felix
comfortable
had a
aboard the
face for
Unreliable,
radio.
she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. As hard as she tried to drink them away, Nyoka's memories eventually overcame her. Traveling with the crew served as a constant
didn't even take her
reminder
on
of the
board.
family she'd lost, and so she eventually returned to Monarch to get back to what she found most comfortable: the deep end of a bottle and the far end of a trail.
I wonder if it's going to wrap
Few
up
have seen
like
her
the
since,
characters that I
but
didn't even
travelers often
meet,
swear
because
they
there were,
hear her and her machine
I think,
gun in the
two
night, screaming
other
swears
crew members that I
and
could have had
spitting bullets.
that I just didn't bother with.
Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify for
So that's
combat
probably one of
purposes,
the
a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he
additional
found in a
ones.
state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this
Yeah, I
day.
didn't do that side mission.
Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. Though he was always haunted by the failures of his past, he was determined to make things right by building toward the future. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. The revival project was hard and painful work, but in the end, despite limited resources, over half the Hope's colonists were successfully revived. Even after Wells passed away, the Hope scientists and engineers worked night and day to pull Halcyon from the brink of collapse. Their efforts continue to this day, which may be reason enough for optimism. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Life will never be the same in Halcyon. It is widely agreed that the colony has a chance of stabilizing within a generation, owing to the hard work and determination of the surviving colonists. Recovery is a distant goal, and the path is long
Feeling
and
like
uncertain.
being slapped with a lot of
But the people
narration
of
and text is
Halcyon
what
carry
I'm
on,
feeling.
determined as ever. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus and proved yourself the most capable leader left in the colony. You administered the colony in your own image. With the old power of the board destroyed, a new government of Halcyon rose with you at its center. With your steady hand, you guided Halcyon through the turbulent years that were to follow, and helped ensure the survival of the colony until the end of your days. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
So, that is the Outer Worlds, or at least that is the main storyline of the Outer Worlds. I feel like I very much skirted over a lot of the side quests and things that needed to lead into that. The ending sequence, I think it was nice to see like the iconoclasts and the other sort of factions included in the ending. But overall, I didn't get really drawn into this. Like, a lot of the characters in there, I thought they had certain traits that they just wanted to hammer home, and there was nothing else about that character. Yeah, don't know. Decent game overall, but I think there's a lot of depth to it that just went past me without me realising.